talking about the NSA, there's two schools of thought with the NSA surveillance programs, that they've protected us and prevented terrorist attacks. And the other school of thought, as you know, has said that it's an invasion of privacy and has not. What is the real truth?
Well, as I tell young audiences, college students and others, the truth of the matter is Amazon and Google know a hell of a lot more about you than NSA does. And the reason is because they care. I think, the interesting thing to me after all of the Snowden revelations and so on is that Dianne Feinstein, the liberal Democratic head of the Senate Intelligence Committee, and the Republican chair of the House Intelligence Committee both said, we have not seen a single program that was not briefed to us. We have not seen evidence of a single crime. And if some individuals in NSA at one time or another went beyond the authorized limits of what they were supposed to do, then they should be held accountable and punished. And so, my view is that things like metadata, where you're not getting into the substance of telephone calls or of emails or anything else, but if a phone in the United States is used to reach a phone in Syria, in Raqqa, Syria, NSA, seems to me, has a legitimate reason to say, well, I think I'll monitor that telephone line to see whether it's being used. And if at some point NSA wants to know what is actually being exchanged across that line, the information being exchanged across that line, they have to get a court order. They have to get approval of the Foreign Intelligence Surveillance Court. So it seems to me that, as we look at ISIS, and it's not by accident that there has not been another major terrorist attack against the United States since 9/11. And so I think we have these institutions of oversight that we've spent 40 years creating in the executive branch, in the Congress, and in the courts. And if people have concerns about whether the intelligence organizations are going beyond their brief and what's been approved by the Congress as the surrogates for the American people, there are avenues for them to pursue those complaints.